Hey guys, Laugh at That Fuzzball 70 here. Thought I'd show you some more vintage Star Wars items today, moving away from the figures and the vehicles. What we have here is some comics from back in the day. This particular group of comics is Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, and they all date, if you can see here, from around 1980. Out on every Wednesday, price 12p, and this one's number 119. I like the artwork on the front, I think it's really cool. You can see here Chewie with his bowcaster, and up front we've got Leia, Lando and Han, and behind is R2 and C3. Look inside, you'll see there's a poster. And the comics back in the day, obviously most of them are in black and white, as are these. And this story is called An Icy Death. So I think it probably runs pretty concurrent with the actual films themselves. But you'll get the idea as I turn the pages. Other stories as well within it. On the back we have free action transfers if you fill in this voucher here for Kraft Dairy Lee. So a bit of spreadsheet and you've got some free action transfers. Moving on, we have Empire Strikes Back number 120, once again from 1980. Hundreds of Star Wars soundtrack records to be won, and the catch line on the front of this one is "Vader lives, he's back, deadlier than ever." Excuse my poor impersonation. On the back, other magazines and articles from back in the day. Stories which you could collect. Once again, the artwork's really cool, albeit in black and white. Next one here, you can see, from 1980 also. Thrills and intrigue in a far-flung galaxy lost to time. My favourite artwork is on these next two. You can see here, this is Luke jumping into his snowspeeder. Star Wars Warriors, Red Alert. And then on the back, advertising for fruit gums. You could have even picked yourself up a rally grifter bike if you was one of the lucky ones. And the inside cover, much the same. Adverts for different things from the day, and some fantastic artwork, albeit in black and white. My favourite one is this one here, which is Empire Strikes Back, number 123 from July 2nd, 1980. See there. And Luke's just crashed in his snowspeeder. Out comes the lightsaber, the AT-AT's after him. He's going to run underneath, and I guess we all know what happens next. And once again on the back, another chance to win that wonderful rally bike and some fruit gums into the bargain. Slightly older are Star Wars Weekly, which came out in, as you can see there, March 15th, 1978. Price 10p, so a little bit cheaper. On the front cover you've got Chewie, Han, Leia and Luke. Giving what for to a stormtrooper. Can Luke and his allies defeat? Can Luke and his allies defeat Warriors of the Death Star? Well, we'll find out eventually that he can. Inside, you've got a who's who of Star Wars. You've got Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, C3PO, Chewie, Darth, R2, and Obi-Wan. Once again, the artwork runs in a similar format. As I say, it's black and white and in a comic book format. See here, an advertisement for the Star Wars Official Collector's Edition. Tales of the Galaxy. And on the back, Luke and Han masquerading as stormtroopers and Chewie pretending to be their prisoner. The final one I'll show you is an earlier edition, which is Star Wars Weekly number 4 from February 29th, 1978. So I guess given obviously the backlog in the merchandising from the time, these will probably still be some amongst the first things that Joe Public would have seen as we went along. They're trying to outrun a Death Star Destroyer, but they realise it's too fast. So Luke's come up with the plan that what we'll do is we're going to fight until the last man, if that's what it takes. Inside the front cover, you'll see again the Who's Who. Interestingly, on this one, they include a character Who's Who for Biggs, which obviously we all know that Biggs sort of, for the most part, ended up on the cutting room floor. And so I guess they dispensed with his characters Who as they went along. And down here you've got some of the credits of Star Wars, the director, producer, etc., and who it's starring. Magazine. Let me show you a few pages. Behind the scenes of Star Wars. 40 Star Wars puzzles to be won. If you can spot the differences, or the double, which one's the same. And there's a Star Wars fighter kite offer there from KP Outer Spaces, which were crisp back in the day. I really used to like those actually. And at the back we've got a Star Wars glossary. And right at the back, on the back cover, we have Han and a very scary looking, I assume it's Chewie, but he doesn't really look like Chewie. Maybe it's Chewie's dad. Maybe Chewie's dad's a kind of bit tougher than Chewie himself. But Star Wars Collector's pin-up. As always, I welcome your feedback, your thoughts. Let me know. Hopefully we'll catch up soon. May the force be with you always. Cheers.